It's Week 5 of the National Football League.
And we'll see Tony Pollard, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing.
It's the Titans and the Colts.
All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Richardson going right to the air. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. A big play there on the first play of the game. 52 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Richardson out of the shotgun. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. There he goes, right side. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So here comes the Titans offense. They'll start with great field position. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7. Levis looking to throw. He finds his man, Pollard. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throw out wide is incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now it's Richardson. And this taken in by Downs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
And simply put, partner, we're witnessing one of the best offensive players in the league so far this season. What he's been doing has him 2nd in rushing across the NFL, and the top spot is clearly in sight. He's confident. His blockers are confident. He's having a heck of a year.
And Pittman going to have a Colts 1st down as he'll get this down to the 36.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Richardson.
He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, this defense for the Titans, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the 1st down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Buying time to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Colts have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Unable to corral him. He fights through.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
You look at this Colt defense.
They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
A gain there of 21 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
The Titans are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
It's complete. Burks.
So no gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Levis out of the gun on 3rd down.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Tyrell Dodson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Sanders' kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. That complete to Downs. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. In motion goes the tight end. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Now Richardson.
Touchdown!
Alec Pierce
from 6 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Gay is on for the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, Pollard again.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
Just a pickup of 3, but that is indeed enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'll guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Going to run again here with Pollard.
And he's got some space here. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 50 yards. I guess that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck trying to chase him down.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Pollard diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this is up and good. It brings him within a point now. It's 14-13. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Tennessee score. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Richardson looking to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Hold it ready. Let's go.
Off play action. Richardson.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Porter. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Connecting over the middle with Downs. Touchdown, Colts! Josh Downs from 17 yards out. And the Colts are able to widen their advantage. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner, look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is up to 8. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. Now 2nd and 5. Levis out of the shotgun now. He gets this one to Burks.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Levis to throw it.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville. And it's the Broncos who are out in front. Bo Nix with a touchdown pass. From there, we head up to our nation's capital to check in on the Commanders at home in Landover. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Isaiah Pacheco with 2 touchdowns there. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going? Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis. And brought in downfield by Burks. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27.
And now a fake there on the jet sweep as he'll give to Pollard.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Levis.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 26 yards.
And the Titans have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Levis will try to throw for the 2.
And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Here's 3rd and 6. Richardson looking to throw this.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Well, they brought the lead into this 3rd quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring, because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football.
Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Levis back to throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Levis looking to throw. That is caught, and he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now here's Burks on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. That pass taken in by Burks.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Pollard going to try the right side. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5. Levis sets up to throw here. On the out route, he's got Burks.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
It's complete to Hopkins.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And Levis completes this out wide.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
3rd and goal. Here's Levis.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal.
3rd and goal they decided to throw for, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Sanders' kick is good.
And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he'll be marked out a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Now it's Richardson.
Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. Call it a gain of a yard, and 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
In motion, the tight end.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And this taken in by Downs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
On 2nd and 9, Levis. A shot downfield for Burks. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Pollard.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Working from the gun, here's Levis.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open, he just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Sanders' kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely That was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Indy set to go on offense once more. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now a 3rd and 6. Richardson looking to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Now Levis.
Caught left side, Hopkins.
And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Second and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Tony Pollard, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably Not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
He finds his man, complete. It's Porter.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Richardson to throw. That complete to Downs.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Richardson looking to throw this. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That's complete to Pierce.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining,
And that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
the Titans offense and running back Tony Pollard set to go back to work. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.